welcome to LearnBytes, the show that delivers bite-sized pieces of wisdom so you can learn how to increase your efficiency and productivity, embrace your natural creativity, and lead with impact. I'm Samantha from Using Technology Better, and joining me today to share their wisdom on the show is Michelle Bowditch. Welcome, Michelle.
Hi,
It is a happy day because we are here together doing our interview, so I love that.
Hey, how are you?
I am very well, even better because we're here having this conversation. So, all right. So, thank you for joining me, Michelle. Now, Michelle is here today to share her wisdom on the topic of leadership, which I'm very excited about. But before we jump into that, I better introduce you, Michelle, because I mean, I'm sure a lot of people know you, but there'll be some that don't. So Michelle is the founder of Door20A. She's also a tech enthusiast, or tech lover, actually, to be precise. An educator, connector, and advocate for executive assistants. But Michelle, I'm sure you can tell us a lot more about yourself and your work. So before we jump into your round of speed questions, do you want to share a little about yourself and what you're passionate about?
Hi, thanks, Sam. So yes, I'm passionate about technology. I love working with executive assistants and women in small business to really embrace technology to create efficiencies in what they do. Biggest challenge we have in this world, and we talk about it quite often, is the fear that people have using technology. And technology shouldn't be fearful. I mean, we have so many incredible pieces of apps and tools and platforms to use, and it's really finding one that fits you, because as I say, not one box fits all, and really what we want to do is create efficiency so we can work on our business, not in our business, and technology can truly provide that. So I love working with people to first of all remove the fear and then find a solution for their problem. And the problem can be a small problem, but it can be a massive problem. So we can fix it really quickly with my tech audits that I do, or it might be a long stage progress that we need to do over a number of weeks. So I absolutely love what I do. I'm very passionate that, you know, for people to embrace it, have fun. And I love connecting with people like you and amazing people out there in the world. So thanks, Sam.
No worries. And that's why you're here. And that's why I invited you, because I love that you love tech and that you love to connect. So I'm very excited to hear your thoughts on the topic of leadership too, because this is not something we've discussed. So I'm going to be learning so much from you today, which is awesome. So, as you know, it's all about bite-sized pieces of wisdom. So we try and keep the show pretty short, which can be a challenge sometimes, but we do try. So we've got 8 questions in 4 minutes, and I'm going to pop on the timer, and then I'll rapid fire to them, and I'll try and not talk. and then at the end,
now I'm worried because, you know, you and I can talk forever, and 4 minutes is going to go very quickly.
It will. But sometimes you might be surprised. If you beat the clock, then I can ask you another question, or you can ask me a question. So we'll see how we go, right? And I will interrupt at some point with probably like a 30-second warning. We'll see.
Okay.
All right. So are you ready, Michelle?
I'm ready. Let's go.
Woo! Okay, cool. So I'll pop the timer on and we will go. First mobile phone and current phone.
Motorola, that big bar, that ugly thing. And my current phone is an iPhone Pro Max. 11, sorry.
What is the most important quality for every leader to have?
So I have a couple, and I look at myself and also the leaders that I aspire to. Vision, courage, integrity, and resilience.
We might dig into some of them later. What do you find most rewarding or most challenging about being a leader?
I love helping others so they can achieve more and be the best version of themselves, and also give them what they always dreamed about. Like being a leader, we're really, really passionate, and you know, people want to dream, and my role as a leader is to really encourage and inspire them to, you know, make their dreams come true.
What is one thing you tell yourself when facing uncertainty?
I've got 4 things. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's allowed.
Look at what's going on, listen, take a deep breath, and then engage.
Ooh, okay, we might come back to that too. Biggest leadership lesson learned so far?
I'll be ready for change at any time. Hello, what has COVID told us?
That's a leadership lesson of 2020, isn't it? If there's one person you could spend an hour with, who would it be and why would you pick them?
Michelle Obama, because she holds her ground and her pose and her self-confidence so really well. And she constantly inspires me no matter what adversity or challenges she's coming up against.
Lovely. 2 minutes and 15 seconds with only 2 questions left. We are so efficient. Book, video, or podcast that you'd recommend to others?
Okay, so I'm not a reader, so everything I do is audible. I'm a massive podcast fan. My 2 favourite podcasts is Marie Folio, and she talks to Robin Sharman about the 5 a.m. club. Cannot highly recommend it enough. I'm an early starter, and it reminds me every day when I don't want to get up that I've got to get up and start my day well. And at the moment, I am loving Chelsea Pottinger, just released. She's from EQ Minds, and because of all our craziness going on, you know, she's talking about mental health, breathing, you know, stillness, how to get through this crazy world that we're in. And I'm absolutely loving the content that she's producing and who she's speaking to. And recently, she spoke with Jules Sebastian, which for me wouldn't normally attract me, but I didn't know much about Jill Sebastian, and she lost her brother to suicide and mental health, and it was really incredible to listen to. So a podcast is always in my ear every day, and I said to you the other day, I love listening to your podcast, and I actually line them up for the week so I know what I'm going to be listening to.
Oh, I love that. You like plan your podcast listening. Oh, that's such a great tip, everyone. Awesome.
And they're always in my ear, either in the car or while I'm walking. I never listen to them in the house. So I'm always outdoors when I do it.
Oh, fascinating.
What else?
Yeah. Okay, 50 seconds. How do you use your leadership skills to make a difference to the world?
I'm all about positivity. I need to show bravery because I think bravery is part of that courage journey. And I'm always about never giving up and continually grow and learn with the people that I'm connected with. And one of my sayings is be you, do you, amaze you, and that is truly enough. That's it.
25 seconds. Oh, here where we weren't worried. I love it. And that's good because we can have a little bit more chat. And I just say I really love that is your saying in your slogan. I know that's on everything that you send. So, you know, I get your newsletter and stuff like that. And it's actually a really nice reminder just to look at that and just to remember that being you is fine and it's enough. And like, that's who you are and what you should be. So thanks for weaving that in. I love it. So
we do need this all the time.
All right. Any particular point, if you could expand on any of them that you would like to?
I think, you know, the look, listen, breathe and engage is a really interesting one. I've got a high energy vibe. You know, I love being around people. And sometimes in the past, I may have made a decision a lot quicker or jumped into something quicker than what I should have. So I think what leadership has taught me in the last 18 months is, you know, look at what's going on. Listen a little bit more, and then breathe before you actually engage. And for me, it's a bit of that taking that step back. But I think also with 2020, you know, the situations that we've all been thrown into, we never expected. We don't still understand it sometimes. And I also think is, you know, if someone comes in an attacking environment or a negativity environment, just take that step back because we don't know what's going on in their world. We can only hear them on the phone or we can see them on a call, but there's, you know, we've all got some craziness going on in the background in our lives. So the look, listen, breathe, and then engage is really as a great quality to have as a leader. So for me, I continually remind myself, I was in a situation on Tuesday, and instead of me going in their head first, punching it on, I just went, okay. And I ended, the result was really positive. And the person came back to me and said, I truly didn't expect you to do that. They actually expected the opposite. So, and it's a growth thing for me as a leader. And I'm also encouraging people because, you know, people will come to me and ask me, what do I do? How do I do it? And you know, the technology thing is really interesting because they're frustrated, they're angry. I hate Microsoft. But, you know, the thing is why do they hate it? You know, why do they want to not engage it? Why are they fearing it? Let's just look at it. Let's listen to what's going on, take a deep breath, and then we'll engage in finding a solution for your problem.
Yeah. And those are so interesting because like I was thinking about it in terms of like a volatile, like maybe personal situation, but you're exactly right. That applies perfectly to just those technology frustrations. Hey, like it's something you can use in any situation. That's brilliant.
It's like our friend Mr. Zoom. Like, you know, I'm sure you've seen it, the amount of meetings I've walked into and, you know, the videos haven't worked and the breakout rooms haven't worked and they're going, I hate Zoom. But, you know, at the end of the day, you know, working with me in a tech audit, you know, we solved the problem and 9 times out of 10, it's in their settings. They haven't set it up properly. And it's just them re-giving the confidence that when they walk into the next Zoom meeting, they're totally across it. They feel like they're in control, they're in charge, and the executive goes, wow, that meeting went well. So for me, it doesn't have to be a big problem. It can be these little problems as well. And finding a solution with technology for me is truly what I love. And if I don't have the answer, I reach out to incredible people like you or our friend Nick Ginsberg. He's giving some amazing information. We've got some great people internationally as well. So it's really using our community to find a solution for your problem.
Oh, that's brilliant. Because it just comes back to that whole point of like, we don't all know everything and we never can. And that's the whole point of having the community and be going, like, I don't know this problem, but I'm going to look into it. Like, hey, and as long as I have that ability, exactly as you said, to step back and like actually, take a breath and think about it, then you can reach out and actually get help to solve whatever you need to solve, whether that be personal, professional, or technology or whatever. So
yeah, and I think that's one of my values is you asked earlier, courage. Like courage and bravery is really, to have courage, first of all, to go and, walk away from the corporate world last year and run my own business. It's courage and bravery. And I think at this moment that we're all experiencing with COVID and 2020 is that we do need more courage. And then we need the bravery skill as a leader to really lead from within. And in the executive assistant space, I cannot tell you the amount of times that I talked to EAs and it said, okay, what do you need to do to step up and lead from within to be the true leader? And sometimes it's giving them small little snippets, whether it be technology, whether it be confidence, whether it be, they need a mentor or a coach, whatever it is. It's just giving them the right tools to really be the best leader that they can be. So, and that's courage and bravery, I feel.
That's lovely. Thank you so much, Michelle. There was so much in there, which is great. So we'll make sure we put all the links for all your recommendations and so much. I really, really appreciate you sharing your time and your wisdom with us and the audience today.
Thank you. And I will say, if you haven't listened to Marie Follier, jump on her podcast, and she's got so many great ones. The 5 a.m. Club with Robin Sharman is fantastic, and that'll get you started and engaged. And, be you, do you, amaze you. And that is truly enough for everyone.
Oh, what a lovely way to end. That's so beautiful. But actually, no, we can't end yet because you have to tell us where people can find you.
Yes. You've got to find me. So my first place to find me is on Instagram. My handle is Door20A. If you're not an Instagram person, jump across to LinkedIn and it's Michelle Bowditch. If you still can't find me, then go into Facebook and there's Door20A there. Or just send me an email. I don't really like emails, by the way, Sam, because I think it's, but I'm sure you'll find me either which way. Website's coming soon, and once that is up and running, I will share with the community. But Instagram is my platform, and I love to communicate there. And send me a DM, a video message, or a voice message on either LinkedIn or Instagram.
Brilliant. And we'll put all those links below anyway, so everyone can definitely find you. So that'll be cool.
Thanks for having me. Love chatting with you for a quick 4 minutes.
Love it. You're more than welcome. As I said, I really, really appreciate your time. So I think that's it for today, everyone. So thank you so much for tuning in and listening. And if you've enjoyed my little chat with Michelle today and you are watching on YouTube, then be sure to follow and subscribe to the Using Technology Better YouTube channel. Or if you're listening to the podcast, then follow the show and you'll be notified about all the latest episodes. Now, we also have a fortnightly newsletter, which has got tips and tricks around efficiency and productivity and organization. So if you've not yet signed up for that, the link is below for you to do so. So that is it for today, but I will see you again soon, as always, for another bite-sized piece of the learning adventure that is life. See you then.